Now what we want to go ahead and get into is we're going to get into a little bit of some how-to stuff, some very important foundational basic stuff that everybody needs to build a successful network marketing organization. In any business that you build, there are essential materials or essential monies or finances or assets or whatever it is that you actually need to make that business thrive and to make that business move forward and to make that business grow. Typically, when starting a business, it takes what? Money. Am I right? It takes a lot of money. Capital in traditional business is typically the fuel or the engine behind a business becoming successful when that capital is associated with a person who has a big dream and that person who understands exactly what they are about to do. I don't care how much money you have. If you give it to a fool, you'll just have a rich fool, temporary, and then your business will go out of business soon. So money is just not the only part of becoming successful in any traditional business. What money is a resource is how many of you in here started a traditional business before? Raise your hands if you owned a business. Carolyn, what type of business was it that you own or do you own now?
Custom picture framing.
Custom picture framing. I'm very familiar with that business. There was equipment and machinery that you needed. Inventory that you needed. Now, depending on how large your business was, typically most people can't do it from the home if they do a lot of wholesale business. Or if they have a retail business, they don't do it from their home, typically. Maybe employees that was needed. Maybe lines of credit that was needed. And let me ask you a question. From your initial investment of getting that business started, did you break even your first month?
No.
No, she says. No. Second month? Not even your third month? No. Anybody else started a business? What type of business was it?
Transportation, service maintenance prevention for Alamo and Enterprise out of the airport.
That business. But it costs money to get started, am I right?
Yes.
Did you break even your first month?
No.
Second month?
4 years later.
4 years later, broke even. Why didn't you quit?
9/11 bankruptcy. They filed bankruptcy. They no longer needed me as an outside vendor.
So he didn't quit, they quit on him.
Right.
4 years later, it took him to earn his first dollar of profit. Anybody else start a business? Raven, what type of business was it?
Cosmetic.
Cosmetic business. Supplies you had to buy?
Oh, yeah. Lots of
Advertising?
advertising,
Inventory? I bet you broke even your first month, didn't you? She didn't break even. She didn't break even. And some people get involved in network marketing and they don't break even their first month. Oh, it doesn't work. Tell Leslie that for 4 years. A couple of years probably. I don't know how many years. Anybody else start a business? Anybody took longer than 5 years to break even? Harold in the back. Ronnie? How long, Ronnie? 7 years. Tony? Still recouping. How long has it been, Tony? 10 strong. 10 years. And you didn't quit? No, he didn't quit. You follow? Now, am I saying it's going to take that long to start making a profit? No. Guys, you can get started in this business for, network marketing for as little as possible, and you can make your money back immediately. I know people, including myself, who got their initial outlay of cash that they put into this business, and I got started at the highest level, and we got our money back in the first day. Okay? We had earned the money back in the first day. Actually didn't receive that check the first day, but we had done the work to earn our money back our first day. And I've helped several people to do that, a lot of people to do that. Okay? And so when you look at this business here, guys, it's incredible. Now let's talk about that for a second. See, that's traditional business, what I just gave you an example of. Taking years and years and years and years and years. This is why people don't quit those businesses. This is why. Because they see cash coming in. It's not profit, but they see cash coming in, and psychologically they think the business is working. They're not making any profits, but cash is coming in. If that was the case, you might as well go and work for a bank. Be a bank teller. You're counting cash all day long. I mean, just shoveling that cash, you know. Here you go, here you go, here you go, and walk out feeling rich. You know, you should get in business to make a profit. And that's why people don't quit, because cash is coming in, cash is coming in. What they're thinking is this. They're thinking that because cash is coming in, someday I am going to turn a profit. And they stay in the business, and they stay in the business, and they stay in the business, and I guess what? I applaud those people because that's a principle that works. And if it wasn't for those people, our country wouldn't be what it is today. Because it's the entrepreneurs that have laid the foundation and laid the groundwork for most of you in here who have jobs. If it wasn't for those people, 99% of you wouldn't have jobs. I think jobs are great temporarily while you're working on your picture, while you're working on your dream. Now, how does that relate to network marketing? In network marketing, you don't need a lot of money. This thing I love about this business, you don't need money. There's billions and billions of dollars of resources out there that you get access to for free. It's called people. People. See, people are the resources in this business window. See, to me, a window coming into my business is worth more than the bank loaning me $20,000. It's worth more than the bank loaning me $100,000. It's worth more than somebody giving me $100,000. If you understand what I'm saying. And so people are the resources. Now let me ask you a question. When the last time you saw people stop being born? Is there a decline in the birth rate right now? No. That means that people are being born faster than money is being printed. So which is more important, people or the money? Exactly. Now, so if there's people being born faster than money is being printed, and there's more people out there than there is money, which should you pursue? Should you pursue a business that requires a lot of money, or should you pursue a business that has unlimited resources, unlimited people, born all the time, and there's millions of people out there right now who are looking for an opportunity, and if that wasn't the case, you wouldn't be in this room today. And so sometimes we're chasing the wrong thing and we have the wrong picture. So what we're going to talk about right now is list building and how to invite.
This is one of my favorite skills to teach. When I mastered the art of contacting and inviting, my income quadrupled in less than 6 months. Pay close attention and continue practicing these approaches until you have mastered them.
Building a list and how to invite. People are the raw materials. They're the resources. Some of you got involved in the business because we have a great cold market program. That is incredible. That is what we call fuel to the fire. That is called putting your business on steroids. That is called growing it faster when you have a warm market built. What I have found is this. I have found, in my experience, the people in my organization have grown the fastest when they've built their warm market first, and then they start adding cold market or our ad program to it. Does that mean you can't grow fast if you start just with cold market or the ad program? No, it doesn't mean that at all. I'm just giving you what my experience has been and what I teach to people in our organization. Now, if people are the raw materials, people are the resources, and there's unlimited number of people, and typically in traditional business, the more successful your business comes, the more what you need? Money. The bigger it becomes, the more money you need. The bigger it becomes, the more money you need. The bigger it becomes, the more money you borrow. The bigger it becomes, the more money you borrow. The bigger it becomes, the more debt you're in. That works the same in this business here. The bigger your business becomes, the more people your business will bring in. The bigger your business becomes, the more profits you will make as well in this business without the debt load. That's what I'm telling you guys. When you sit down and think about this from a business standpoint, get the emotions and the feelings all out of it. Most of us haven't been trained on how to evaluate a real business anyway. So don't think that you're some wizard on business evaluation. Get that out of it and just look at it. Millions of dollars over here. A couple $100 to $1,000 over here. Expenses over here can be in the tens of thousands per month, with income being negative, no income, no profit. Expenses over here, $100, $200 max, somewhere around there. And profits can be in the 6-figure and even in the 7 figures, and not take 10 years to get there. You follow what I'm saying? When you look at it from that standpoint. No inventory requirements, no leases, no employees. I mean, on this hand over here. On the other hand, leases, inventory, employees, workman's comp, insurance, other stuff. No money, no profits. no time. It's consuming all of your time. Over here, part-time. A lot of money. Unlimited resources. You can build it as big as you can picture it. Here, you're basically almost limited. Competition will crush you if you don't have enough resources. Over here, the only competitor is your ability to imagine how big you want it. The only competitor that you have is you. Nobody else. There's nobody else who's tried to stop me from sponsoring people. No other company out there is concerned about my success in this business and going to try to stop me from building a large organization. You know why? They understand that people are being born faster than money is being printed. That's why there's no such thing as saturation in network marketing. The largest organization in the world is Christianity. It's not saturated, and it's been around for several thousand years. Do you think that network marketing will be saturated? No. You follow what I'm saying? That's a myth. And so now this is what we do here. If you want to have a large business in traditional, you want to start off with a lot of capital. If you want to have a large business in network marketing, start out with what? A lot of people or a lot of prospects. And so I'm going to talk to you right now about how to build a list. First of all, when you're building a list, understand that your list will someday turn into the physical equivalent monetary value that you're really looking for. So build a list big, build a list strong. There's several reasons to build a big list. Not only because you'll make a lot of money, but building a big list allows you to have what we call posture, and I'll talk about that in a second. So I tell people this. Start off at least with a list of 100 people. Some of you are afraid because we have a cold market program. You want to tell people, oh, don't build a list. Don't have to worry about that. No, guys, build a list. Do you want to build a big business? Yes. If you were having a party and you had $1 million budget that I was donating or Brad was donating to you to have a party, would there be more than 100 people on the invitation list? Absolutely. Well, if you're going to build $1 million income that comes in every single year instead of a party that you don't make any money from whatsoever to impress people you didn't like in the first place, to come to somewhere to spend up all your money, why wouldn't you build a list of a bigger than 100 people to build $1 million income? And then you don't need Brad and my money. You throw your own party. You follow what I'm saying? Build a list. Don't prejudge people. Don't you make the decision for whether or not they can get started in the business. When we build that list, you make that list long and strong. Just write down names arbitrarily. Whoever's name comes to your mind, write down their names. There's memory joggers that you can do. If you want to build a list. Now, this is for the people who really want to make it happen. Those people that really don't want to make it happen, you'll take notes on this and you'll leave out of here and you won't do it. And your list will remain 15 people. Everybody in here, I can tell you right now, if it came down to the wire, you can put a list of 500 people on the list. And you can do it probably in less than 2 hours. If the dream was big enough. Go to the Mercedes-Benz dealership. They say, hey, we're going to hand you the keys right now of $120,000 S600 Mercedes-Benz. All I need is 500 referrals, not one dime out of your pocket, and I need them within 2 hours. How many of you walk out of there with a Mercedes-Benz? You know why? Because you picture it. It's almost like a guarantee. And so we work on guarantees. We work on what we can picture. Now, let me ask you a question. See, I'm teaching you how to do the business now. If you build a list of 500 people, in my opinion, I can't guarantee it, you'll have the money to buy 3 Mercedes-Benzes this year through your own income. You follow what I'm saying? By building that list. Why? Those are the resources. So now when you build that list, what you want to do is this. Just start writing names. Think about people in certain professions. Who do I know that's an accountant? Who do I know that's a bank teller? And just ask yourself those questions. Who do I know? Who do I know? Who do I know? Who do I know that I worship with? Who do I know that my children go to school with? Who do I know that last name is Brown? Who do I know that last name is Davis? Who do I know that last name is Carter? Who do I know last name is this? Take the telephone book. Go through them. Just go through the phone book. Look at last names. Who do I know that has a last name like this? Who do I know that has a first name like this? Who do I know that I play golf with? Who did I graduate with? Who do I know that sold me the car that I'm driving? Who do I know that at the grocery store? Who do I know at the cleaners? Who do I know that my son or daughter plays this particular sport with? Guys, remember, when you're making your list, the biggest reason that most of you won't make a big list is because you're making a list and you're making a decision for that person at the same time. And when you're making a list and a decision for those people at the same time, your list will be real short because you will eliminate all of the right people and you'll put down what I call the easy crowd, the people that's easy for you to contact. And you'll make excuses for those, oh, well, they can't afford it, or they make too much money. They don't have the time to do this, so I won't put them on the list. How many of you have done that? Raise your hands. Be honest with me. Every single hand better go up. Because if that's not the case, everybody in here would be at least gold. You follow what I'm saying? There's people right now that I've done it. I know you've done it. I've done it. You follow what I'm saying? And so you have to not prejudge those people. Build that list of names. That list of names can be, to me, it's worth gold. I tell people, you're sitting on millions of dollars right now. All you've got to do is put them on a piece of paper and let them go through the process.
Wow, this is powerful information. Your list could be worth a fortune. Why don't we stop the CD right now, take out a pen and a piece of paper, and let's build a prospecting list of at least 100 people. Now remember, don't start the CD again until